All right, Chevrolet Silverado HD fans, listen up. I have what could be potentially big breaking news in regards to the 2024 Chevrolet Silverado HD lineup. Come along with me. This is crazy. All right, so it might not necessarily be breaking news. There was a story about this somewhere online a while ago, but this is the first video I have seen of this truck. Now, I do apologize because I did the entire video in front of the truck, showing you the truck. I have that video footage to show you. The audio, however, I couldn't use because it was the end of the show and they were testing out some of the sound system and music. There was music in the background. So it made the sound a little bit, kind of crummy, but more importantly, YouTube doesn't like that from a copyright aspect. So I'm going to talk about it because really it's a matter of showing and talking about it anyways. I don't have to be doing this both at the same time. But here's the thing. The truck that I spotted at the show at quick glance absolutely looked like a 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. It is not. It is in fact a 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD LT trim. Now, what is entirely different about this, however, is once I was walking around the truck, I just happened to be taking some pictures, and actually I'm surprised I did. I just almost paid it no mind because I've already got lots of videos and pictures of, the 2023 and prior generation HD trucks. But upon, closer inspection, there is some differences on the front, and there's definitely a difference on the inside. But let's talk about the front first and foremost. Although it looks like a 2023, it does have some different treatment. Now, this is an LT, and if you're familiar with the HD trucks in the past, the LT had Chevrolet emblazoned across the front. This one has the bow tie. It is not the new 24 front end that we're seeing, though, again, but it is a change from the 2023 right off the bat just by that. You can also see underneath where the headlights do split, there's a difference there between the 2023 and this red 2024. I'm going to be showing, obviously, these videos back in videos, pictures, so you can see the differences I'm talking about, obviously. So there's a difference. The bumper and where the fog lights are is also a different placement as well. So even though it has the bow tie, if you compare it to, let's say, the high country trim level, although this is an LT, even that is still different. So there's a different grille. They've actually changed it a little bit. I'm not entirely sure why they went to this effort to change little things and keep the older style. I don't really know. But here's what I do know. When I looked inside this 2024 Silverado HD LT, that's what tipped me off because it has the new screen. It has the new 13.4-inch color touchscreen inside there, along with, in front of the driver, the just over 12-inch programmable digital screen as well. Now, this one, of course, was a bench seat model, still has the column shifter, which all of the HDs are going to have this year. But the LT trim now has a slightly different 2024 front end than what we're seeing in the high country trim level. The high country midnight I've also shown, and I would surmise, and I've seen an LTZ as well, and I'm also going to surmise the new ZR2 is going to have this new front end. So here's what I am thinking is going to be happening, obviously, as evidenced by this video, is the 2024 LT custom and work truck are more than likely going to have this newer variation, slight variation of what we saw in 2023 adapted to 2024, and the higher trim levels are going to have the all-new front end with the new headlights and everything else. Now, the other thing to keep in mind, however, is the LT is one really different one in the sense that it's going to carry on, as we can see by this video, it is going to have the newer screens inside, but when you get to a work truck or a custom, from my understanding, those trim levels are still going to have the older 7-8-inch, color touchscreen in the inside. They're not going to have the newer, digital programmable screen in front of the driver. So it's going to be more the older style on the inside with the newer, potentially, because I haven't seen those ones yet. But my summation is going to be that I think our estimation, pardon me, is I think it's going to have this newer kind of variation of the 2023 front end. Now, had you ordered already or haven't ordered 2023, you're planning on ordering an LT or 2024, pardon me, LT for an example, does this disappoint you? Were you expecting to get the newer style front end, or are you still okay with this kind of split headlight design that we had in the past, or a variation thereof of it with the bow tie now instead of the Chevrolet cross, the different bumper, different fog lights, and again, a little bit different treatment around the headlights? Listen, to me, this is breaking news because this is not something that Chevy's really been put out, publicly. Again, nothing has been told to me by this, by the way. Now, in fairness, one thing I do have to speak to is the truck in the video is what they call an EX VIN number. EX VIN number means it is not an actual production truck. It doesn't have a production VIN number, and some things can change on that. But, you know, if it was just a regular 2023 front end and it had the new interior, I'd be like, okay, there's something weird here. But there's changes to this. There's changes to this front end that make it look different, but it still looks more similar to a 2023, of course, than what we were seeing on the all-new 2024s. I would love to hear your comments below, what you think about this. Good, bad, do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I would love to hear. As always, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care.